into the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, damn. Why you gotta go with this music?
Is there like a Mick Foley photo montage happening right now?
Yeah, man. Are there some, like, injured animals that we could put up in front of us?
Only $3 a day. You could sponsor Dale in LA.
For only $2 a day, you can keep Dale in the city of Los Angeles. Welcome, everyone, to a somewhat somber Raw After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. If you're joining us for the first time, well, you're seeing Dale for the last time.
Wow. I'm just moving.
I know. I'm just kidding. It's almost a 2-year run. I wish I remembered the first day we actually did the show together. I don't recall the exact date.
Because you're suffering from memory loss?
The hell?
Randy Orton remembers.
My God, it's going to be an RKO.
RKO it back into your memory.
Right. If anyone in chat roll can find our very, very first show, I know it was sometime in 2013.
Yeah.
So, get at it. I don't know.
Get at it.
But welcome, everyone. It's a very, very special show. Let's just get right into it. Jonny Loquasto here, at JQuasto on the Twitter. I am wearing a vest.
Look at you.
In honor of my bestie, Dale Rutledge, who's leaving the show, moving to Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. I stole this from a Men's Warehouse.
and you look good.
I like the way I look.
Yeah.
They guaranteed it.
Best in the world, I'd say.
Damn right. Mm-hmm. That
That's
lovely Philly sitting right here. You can find her on Twitter at Cathy Kelley.
Hello.
She's Cathy Kelley.
I wish I had thought of bringing a vest.
Oh!
Look at you.
I also stole that from the Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, that looks like
And
a
I
man's
stole
vest.
this from Johnny.
Oh my God, we already have a date, July 15th, 2013. Does that sound right?
Wow, sure. I don't know.
It's on the internet.
Thanks,
so it must be
AJ.
right.
Wow, it has been a long time. Oh my God. Okay, well, there we go.
There you go.
That fateful day.
And the gentleman sitting to Cathy's left, not only is he on Twitter at The Walking Dale, not only is he always vest for business, not only is he just always wearing amazing shirts like the Mega Powers.
I do like this one. Had to go on a good one.
He happened to win the Predictions Championship last night, so we have a cliffhanger. Is he going to leave the company with the title? We don't know. He's Dale Rutledge.
I might just drop a pipe bomb on you.
Yeah, right? How about the timing? You win the damn Predictions
Isn't that funny?
Championship.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, you got to go out with a bang. That's the
So
only way
help
to
me
go.
God, if I have to fight you to keep it here, I may have to do that.
Don't make me get violent.
I'm just letting you know.
I have a prediction that Dale would win.
I'm not saying that wouldn't happen. I'm just letting you know I'm not afraid.
Am I the new predictions champion?
Wait, can I just have it for 2 hours? Lord.
All right, so let's get to the show. By the way, everyone in chat roll is being awesome. Hashtag thank you Rutledge going everywhere.
Thanks,
Make
chat
a
roll.
trend.
It's trending in the chat roll.
Apparently, Dale, you're following Josh Padgett and leaving the show as the Predictions Champion. Apparently, Josh did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
We just saw Padgett recently for the first time in a while.
We did, and we may see him on the show sometime soon. He's going to be coming back to L.A. periodically. We'll see if he wants to come in.
Is he dodging me? Is that what's happening?
That's what I think it is.
That
People are
jerk.
crying right now in
That
chat roll.
jerk.
That's me too.
I know. I'm all cried out. That's like an R&B song from the 90s, I think.
We did start up with a slow jam, so
We
maybe
did.
that's the theme. Of the
Wow.
day.
That was depressing.
Let's talk wrestling.
Let's get into Monday Night Raw from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
That's a good Mr. Kennedy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
That was a Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, it was. Well, he does.
We're talking WWE.
Mr.
That's
Who?
true.
Aw,
It was
you.
before your time, Cathy. All right, so we start off following Extreme Rules. Seth Rollins, J&J, and Kane, that damn demon, hit the ring, and Seth Rollins basically says, I told you so. I beat Randy Orton all by myself, which he didn't, but he does thank Kane for his role as the Crypt Keeper because he compares him to a 90s relic that is no longer relevant.
That was harsh, by the way.
Really harsh. I love the Crypt Keeper.
Not harsh to the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, sorry.
I meant the game.
Got it.
Yeah. Not very nice, but a good reference, I thought.
Great reference.
It was from the 90s, so I know you'd like it.
Tales, are you kidding me? Tales from the Crypt? It was dope.
Yeah.
Kathy has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, huh? They made a movie. It had Jada Pinkett Smith in it.
I know
She was
who
actually
Justin
Jada
Bieber
Pinkett.
is.
That was the biggest chant of the night.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, not in Tales of the Crypt.
No.
Believe that.
Believe.
So Kane gets pissed off once again. He calls Seth Rollins a self-entitled, spoiled little brat. And Kane said, you know, I'd much rather be the WWE's version of the Crypt Keeper instead of being the WWE's Justin Bieber. And then Orton says, he hits the ramp, and he's like, you know what, I usually wouldn't complain about cheating, but I want a rematch. And he calls Rollins Catwoman, which I thought was great.
Which I thought was a better reference, to be honest.
Terrible movie, by the way.
Aw.
Which one?
The Catwoman movie?
The one with Halle Berry.
Yeah, that was not very good.
God almighty. Anyways,
Good.
so this was a long opening segment. A lot of talking going on. Roman Reigns then hits the ring, stand on the announcer's table. By the way, can we give props to Roman Reigns and Big Show? Because, damn.
Yeah, they really pulled it off.
That match was incredible.
Did you hear the girl that was by the mic or something
Must
who
have
was
been.
screaming every 2 seconds? Like every time Reigns spoke, she just let out a yell.
Yeah, it was like a bloody
It
murder
was
yell.
it was crazy. Yeah, it's like she knew exactly where the mic was. Like, oh, there it is. Ah!
I wish I was half excited as her at all times.
Yeah, right.
That seems
Like, she's,
exhausting.
like,
That's a
so
lot of
happy.
energy. She's like, I got to burn these calories.
She kept it going for 3 hours, though.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Maybe it was just a noise machine. They're like, hit it!
For future reference, I wouldn't make that face too many times.
Oh, man, I love it.
It's already a gift.
So great. But yeah, Roman Reigns, Big Show, that was amazing. I mean, for people yelling Big Show to retire, I get it, it's his character, but man, he was phenomenal. Roman Reigns continues to take the hits every single pay-per-view, prove it himself.
I mean, Reigns back tonight. Big Show had to take the night off. Like,
Yeah.
he's no dummy.
What he does say is he wants a title match. He deserves a title shot, that's what he says. And Kane says, I will let the universe decide Seth Rollins' next opponent at Payback.
The East Coast universe, he means.
Yeah, not us.
Still can't vote. Still can't vote.
I mean, it's not like it would have made a difference.
I mean, it was like 78% or something.
Yeah.
So.
What if the West Coast didn't want a triple threat?
That would be weird, but it is possible.
Very strange.
kidding.
Very
They
strange.
definitely do.
So the options are Seth Rollins will face either Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, or both of them at Payback. We'll find out at the very, very end of the show. First match of the evening, the King of Rings coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
It's already back.
Well,
I like the King of the Ring.
Heck yeah.
It's needed to come back.
I would love to see it every year.
I think it's also better to space it out over a couple of nights as well. I think it's a good thing that you can kind of keep going for a while.
So I'm just confused as how they're going to do it. Are they showing the matches live on the network and then replaying them on SmackDown? Or because they
I
said
don't know.
that it's going to continue tomorrow, which is Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I know they tape SmackDown Tuesday, but are they gonna,
Where are they tomorrow? I mean, what part of the country are they in? Do we know?
I
The
don't know.
Midwest somewhere.
Because if they head more west, then maybe they can film more SmackDown pre or post. I mean, I guess they could just do that segment live.
Unless
and then
SmackDown
cut
is
around
live this Thursday. I don't know.
it. I think they could just cut around it. Because you could film some SmackDown, do the King of the Ring stuff for the network,
Yeah.
and then switch back to SmackDown and just edit it together.
It'll just be a long taping. Either way, King of the Ring, very cool. We went through a bunch of matches tonight, which we'll get to right now. Bad News Barrett, Dolph Ziggler. I was wrong on this. I predicted Ziggler to become King of the Ring. My bracket got busted.
Yeah. You thought
Right
he was going to
away.
win the whole thing. You didn't even make it past round one.
King Ziggler. I thought it was perfect.
Nah, well, you've been wrong plenty of times before.
I'm wrong.
You must be used to it.
Why do you think I'm not holding that title?
Have you held this title yet?
Yes, I hold it. I hold it. I held it, I believe, once, and I forgot it every show, and I was called the worst predictions champion of all time.
Good for you,
That's
buddy.
accurate.
Yeah.
I didn't have any respect for the title.
Nope.
And luckily, I suck at predicting ever since. So, anyways, this match, though, Bad News Barrett in control for a good chunk of it, actually. Hits the wasteland, gets a kick out from Dolph. Little bit of control back, but then Sheamus comes out for a distraction. I believe mentions a full moon being out and stuff like that. Ziggler
Irish
turns
moon.
around. Bull hammer for the win. Bad News Barrett moves on, Dale.
I mean, I predicted this one, but I usually predict Barrett to win, and I'm usually wrong. So I'm happy. I think this, if they're going to reset a gimmick, his gimmick could use a little rebuffering, I feel, and
Yeah.
he could really benefit from being King Barrett.
It hasn't even been
very
that long,
loyal,
though. He showed up at Bad News Barrett, everyone flips out, and they stop using it.
But that's the point. He hasn't been able to use it for whatever reason. So they need to do something, because he's just wasting away.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Everyone remembers
But he
him.
has lost weight. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, then, yeah, definitely.
He's
He looks cut.
We asked him about it, and he said he just changed his diet. He didn't change his workout.
That's what it is. Cutting out that late night
Abs are made in the
bread.
kitchen, not in the gym.
It's true. I need to get in the kitchen.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so Bad News Barrett moves on next. It's a new day, y'all.
New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
Their match was my favorite last night.
That was amazing.
I'm sorry. That was
Them-
incredible. And Kid and Cesaro and Natty, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the chemistry there between the six of them, phenomenal. I did not expect Kid and Cesaro to drop the titles. Little surprised.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you now?
Yep.
You picked the New Day.
I picked the New Day.
Okay.
I figured if we're going to go nice and heel on these guys, and I think Kid and Cesaro, too, have been kind of, getting over with the crowd. They might have been booked as heels, but the crowd has been so into them that, I don't know, I was hoping for a good swerve, and it happened.
Yeah, it really did. And what a way to... The way it ended, Natty punching Xavier. And then, of course, they didn't win clean. I loved every single part of it. And it was great. They came out and wanted to get a new clap going. New Day Rocks. Didn't go.
That didn't turn out so well.
Didn't, but I love how everyone is so pissed off.
It's great. This is what they should have been doing the whole time, but maybe we had to go through the other version to get here. So.
I think this is going to get him even more heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And we got Kid versus Big E tonight. This match only lasted a few minutes.
Yeah.
Kid in control for most, but then Big E hits like a massive body block, pins him, hooks the leg. Xavier holds down Kid's leg for the win. Cesaro's mad. Natty's mad. Well, mad. She looks like Mad Max. A little bit.
Would you call her Maddie?
Maddie Max.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
No.
Okay.
No, terrible.
split
New
the-
Day.
Wait, you changed sides real quick. there,
I
buddy.
did. So yeah, New Day. I love it.
I love that they're even cheating to win single matches.
Yeah.
Like, title doesn't even near the ring.
Xavier is the evil.
Gotta keep that record.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's smart. And they're going to have a rematch on SmackDown, apparently.
Yeah, it's going to be a rematch from Extreme Rules for the tag titles. Boomtown. Ryback versus Bo Dallas. Bo is, speaking of healing, he be healing.
His hair is growing even longer. He looks definitely more like his bro.
Yeah.
With all that
Facial hair.
facial hair. There it is.
He looked like he was one of those guys that couldn't grow facial hair.
He
And-
definitely can.
Yeah.
It was thick.
Yeah.
But I kind of like this new heel version of him. At least it's something.
I mean, he was heel before.
Yeah, but he was doing it in a way that he was believing what he was saying, but to be motivational. But now he's kind of like specifically digging at the crowd and at the competitors.
Yeah.
It is different that way. I just wonder where that's going to get him. So far, it's just gotten
Just
a
a
couple
lot
of
of L's.
Mid-level.
ass kickings. Yeah. He calls the Wisconsin crowd a bunch of disgusting cheeseheads and says the way Ryback behaved at Extreme Rules was reprehensible. And all he has to do is Bo leave, but he didn't. And Ryback, well, pretty much destroys him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you can really say about it.
Yeah, shell shock. But then who shows up? Bray Wyatt. We're wondering, who the hell's Bray Wyatt been talking about since WrestleMania? Talking about Ryback, hits him with his sister Abigail, and we will find out later on in the show. I'm confused as to why. A lot of people thought he was talking about Ryback. I don't know why.
I
couldn't
have no
figure it
idea
out.
why. After he lost to Undertaker at WrestleMania, I complained a lot.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like,
Rightfully so.
no, this is going to lead to another thing with Undertaker at next WrestleMania, or they're going to do something big and blah, blah, blah. And now he's just going against Ryback or
It just
whatever.
doesn't
It's
make
just like,
sense why he's losing,
he's losing the
to
major
Jericho,
matches
losing
and then,
to, Taker,
losing to Cena. And then we're supposed to be into him taking on Ryback. I feel like it's such a waste. I don't understand what they're doing with him.
Well, it could be almost the way that to build Bray Wyatt back up. He could go on like a massive streak all the way up until WrestleMania now.
And then lose again. Yay!
Do you think they would do another brother versus brother feud since they haven't been using Stardust and Goldust at all
Did
recently?
Goldust? What happened to Goldust?
I mean, they used Stardust tonight, but it was
Yeah.
so minimal that
Well, they can't do the whole Bo Dallas, Bray Wyatt brother thing, I don't think. Could they?
I would rather see him take him under his wing or something and try to get him to be part of the new compound or something. I don't know. I feel like they haven't acknowledged that they're brothers at all yet. So
but
I wonder if
do they
do
even
that.
have to?
Yeah, I mean everybody knows, so it's
Well,
not like
yeah.
a thing. But I don't know. I don't like where either of their characters are right now. So I'm into them
I'm
revamping.
fine with where Bo is.
At least they're using him again. You know, he
Yeah.
had to come back from the injury, but I just feel like his character's pretty similar to when he left, outside of now being specifically mean.
Yeah.
But they can work on Bo, but I just feel like Wyatt.
Needs to be worked
It
on.
really is irritating at this point.
It's going to be interesting to watch how the crowd reacts to him and Ryback. Will they jump on Ryback, or will they boo him and go with Wyatt? I don't know. It's a tough call.
They only have, but I mean, we all love Wyatt, but you gotta still use him, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can't
Well, I mean,
just
at the
keep-
same time, though, you want Ryback to be involved in something, so maybe this could work out for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out for Ambrose and Wyatt. I really liked that program the two of them did at the end of last year.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That was leading into heading to WrestleMania and going against Undertaker, so it made sense. Now it just feels like a weird fallout that doesn't really congeal in my head.
It's hard. I mean, the thing it's like, you know, with Bray Wyatt, he's such a unique character. He's got to just keep hunting people, I guess. And for some reason, we haven't found out why he's got a thing with Ryback. I don't know.
That's I mean, you
Call him a
have to have
caveman.
motivation behind them to have them make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's never won a singles belt. Why can't he do something there?
Hasn't he?
I don't think so.
I don't
Are we
recall.
sure? I thought that when it was the whole Wyatt family, he had a title at one point.
No, Luke Harper had one. I don't think Bray
Luke Harper
ever did.
won one before him.
Yeah. And who knows? I mean, people had no expectations for Big Show and Roman Reigns, and they brought the house down. So maybe Wyatt and Ryback can pull it off.
It's not that the match wouldn't be good. It's just that I don't understand the feud and I don't understand the character anymore.
Exactly.
So,
well, we almost had a U.S. Championship title defense from John Cena tonight. He hits the ring. The champ is here. At Payback, though, the final chapter between him and Rusev is going to be an I Quit match. He does a Vince Lombardi reference and says he will never quit. And that's when the open challenge begins. Heath Slater, love seeing it. For that 1 minute.
that's 2 weeks in a row that he was going to go for it.
Was going to go for it. It didn't happen. He said he wants his own catchphrase like Aaron Rodgers, discount, double check. Rusev, though, kicks him off the stage. Lana comes out, waving to everyone. Showing off the body. Rusev sends her to the back.
Yeah.
In very angry fashion.
He's a real jerk.
I think there has been some tension since Mania between both of them.
Oh, yeah, plenty of it.
They've
Yeah.
been building that up. And I think that they have to... Doesn't she have a movie coming out soon, so they have to turn her face to promote that?
Yeah, I don't think you need to turn anyone face to promote a movie.
They never, you know,
They
they
do
don't write
in
it
the
in as
past.
much as they used to. I mean, sorry, they haven't really done a good job of writing it into the script, like when the Marine 2 came out. I mean, it's not like they changed the character of Ted DiBiase at all.
No.
You know, they don't. Wade Barrett had that movie.
To be fair, Ted DiBiase didn't really have a character. But
well, at that time, I don't
Yeah.
remember what he was doing at that time. But either way, I don't know. They don't write it in as much as I would think that they would.
But Rusev's pissed off. He starts cussing in Spanish. He calls everybody quitters.
Definitely Spanish.
And he says at Payback, Cena will be just like them and he will quit. So, I quit match already.
4 pay-per-views for these guys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm okay with it. I mean, they're putting on good matches. The Russian Shane match was it was something we hadn't seen really. So,
I mean, it was a bull rope match just with a chain.
Yeah.
I mean, but yes.
we've seen it, but it was still something different and I thought they did a good job.
They haven't done that in a while. I think JBL was the last one I can recall that happening for.
And here's the question I have. You know, this is the final chapter, supposedly, and Cena says, if I quit, I don't deserve to hold the title, I don't deserve to be in WWE, that kind of a thing. By saying that, it's almost guaranteeing, like there's no questions here in this match. To me, it's just like, it's so obviously going to be Cena. That's what I don't like. It's like, make us think that maybe Rusev can get it back somehow.
I didn't know this was going to be a program just for Rusev. When he won the U.S. title, I thought maybe it was going to be to get a lot of the younger guys over, but so far we're just on still building Rusev. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought maybe Rusev would move on to other stuff after he lost, you know, go on to maybe some other things, but I like you, I like it still, but I'm curious to see where the end game is here for this.
Yes.
But We'll find out.
We are. Rollins approaches Kane backstage and wants clarification on the stipulation for Payback. Rollins calls him out of his mind as stupid. Kane says the voting will be Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, or the Triple Threat, which we already mentioned. King of the Ring time, R-Truth. He says his first rule as king is to get rid of all spiders. I'm with him.
No, I don't like spiders. You like spiders?
Hate him.
No.
No.
Well, it depends.
What?
Really?
My friend has a tarantula.
Ugh.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're cool in a cage.
Unless its name is Charlotte. Not interested.
Yeah. You
His
love
name is
Charlotte.
Harry Truman.
I love it. That's a funny one. I still don't want to touch him.
I put it on my face once.
Okay. Stardust. He takes on R-Truth. He says he's destined to be the supreme overlord king of the ring. And, you know, guys, I don't know what's going on, but Stardust has been sent back to Earth because he went for the disaster kick, lie detector for the win. Truth moves on.
I don't think anyone predicted Truth to win.
Ain't in nobody's bracket.
Yeah.
No.
But the spiders are a little scared about it. I guess.
Spiders ain't liking it. But, yeah, Truth moves on.
Good for him.
Meanwhile, Stardust.
I just don't know what's going on. They were on such a hot roll.
Yeah. And he looked awesome at WrestleMania, and then ever since then and the matches they have, I don't know.
Well, they kind of dumped him into that WrestleMania match too.
They did, and it makes me wonder if he's hurt or something, because every match he's in has been really fast.
Hurt, or did he like piss somebody off, or
I don't know.
Something happened.
The character's just so good. How could there not be something? Why don't turn Stardust's face? Put him against Bray. How weird would that be?
That would be very weird.
It would be weird.
Yeah. People want to cheer for Stardust. They love him. He's so goofy. If the thing with Goldust is over, then do something different with Stardust.
I mean, it was getting a little bit stale, but at the same time, that doesn't mean take him off TV. That just means refresh something.
Yeah. And not refresh him like just take away his brother. That's not really refreshing it. It's like, oh, now it's just him. Great.
I would like to see Goldust, if he is going to retire, I would love to see him have a retirement match. He's earned that. So it makes me think he might not be done then.
Oh, I don't think he is.
No, I mean, he's been doing some house shows and other things, but he's just... I don't know.
So maybe the war might not be over between them. This war ain't done anytime soon either. Adam Rose versus Fandango, the war everyone wants to talk about.
Yeah, we were just yammering on about this
Yammering
match,
on like a monkey in a tree. Dango in control. It's from Forrest Gump. Dango in control for most, but does an amazing flip over the top rope. Yes,
that
90s
was so
reference.
Cool. And then landed on his feet.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Who's Forrest Gump?
Nah.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
You've been to Bubba Gump's.
Yeah, he had a chain restaurant. That's the whole movie. Takes out a couple of rosebuds, but as he turns around, Rosa Mendez is dressed as a rosebud, causes a distraction, party foul for the win, and then a nice make-out session between Adam Rose and Rosa Mendez.
That was long.
She is a pretty girl.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That was not a pretty dress.
No.
Well, I mean, she's a rosebud.
But if you're about to be like, you know what, I found a new boy, you don't need to be wearing that female clown outfit that she had. Like, it was like a weird
Should be like
choice.
a hot bumblebee or something.
Yeah, she should have.
Or like Thea.
Or zipped out of it. Yeah, Thea and that bumblebee.
I don't know what that outfit
Or
was.
A burger, because that's delicious.
Yeah.
Cathy Kelley has been very hungry all night long.
Yeah, you've been, every time a food commercial came on, you're like, whoa.
Marking out at food commercials.
Yeah, it's got meat.
Pizza!
Arby's?
Oh, man.
And then referencing other commercials.
Yeah.
It went on for a while.
But I love seeing Fandango getting the good crowd reaction. And the fact that he did a flip outside the ring, that's babyface stuff right there. So let's get behind Fandango. I like it.
Makeout sesh was a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
That's how it should be.
We stayed on it a long time, and then it got horizontal. And
That's good. It should be uncomfortable. Adam Rose is a creep.
True. But isn't it interesting? The power of music. Fandango is now basically over again, or at least the crowd is into him again, just from switching back to his old music.
I don't know if it's just switching back to his old
not just
music.
that.
I think it was the
Certainly helped.
crowd after Mania that definitely helped with that.
it's not just that. Enough.
But it was a week after that. It wasn't at.
No, it was the day after
Yeah.
WrestleMania is when he came back because
that
it was
when
still
it was?
the
He dumped Rosa,
the post Mania crowd. It was all like UK people, and that's where he got the Fandangoing over
Yeah.
in the first place.
Right.
So
Yeah.
And
Okay.
enough of the universe knows Fandango's actual personality, that he is funny, he is weird, he's quirky, and he's never really been able to do that because he's been a bad guy.
Do people know that?
I think a lot of fans do. And so I think this is now time for him to just have a great time with it and be, granted a comedy character, but a guy that can really go.
they know he's talented. It's
Yeah.
just
He's incredibly
figuring
talented.
out
Yeah.
the best way to use him.
But he's still exactly the same character, though.
Yeah.
So
Little twist.
you think the only difference is not the music? So you
It's
are
not
agreeing
just the
with me,
music.
or you're not agreeing with me.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying it's not just the music.
But everything else
It's
is exactly
not
the same.
having girls anymore.
Okay.
It's not him trying to
him
be a
being able
heel.
to Fandango himself.
Yeah, it's not him. It's not him trying to be a heel. It's just him being himself.
Are you fandangoing yourself right now?
Do it, Kathy. Go for it.
No, it just sounds weird.
It does
so-
sound weird. Rosa, bless her heart, cannot dance worth a toot.
No.
She really has such a hard time just moving her body
Well, she didn't have to
properly.
dance to be a rosebud now. She's good.
No, but she tried to do a little
She did
dancing
it.
thing tonight.
She was like
and it
trying to make him
like-
jealous with her dance moves.
Yeah, in that
Yeah.
dress with the dancing, I was like, oh boy.
It's about how good I look in this vest.
That's actually a very fair point.
Yeah. Thanks, Dale.
Trying to make Dale jealous so he doesn't leave.
Hashtag Dale jealous.
Never leave us.
So Renee Young is backstage with Brie Bella, and this is one thing that also kind of, number one, we hope Daniel Bryan is getting healthy and comes back soon. I still don't know quite what the issue is, but Renee Young's talking to Brie Bella. She says, it's been such a struggle because last year was a Cinderella story, and it's been, a living hell ever since for Daniel Bryan, and it sucks. And then Naomi attacks her, but just shoves her down and says, no one cares about you or your husband. We'll get to the match next. But what are they doing with the Bella twins? Like, if you're...
It's part of the reality era. I get that, but this felt overly scripted.
Yeah,
The
it
way
didn't
that
seem
it
genuine
came
out of
off,
Brie.
yeah, it almost made her seem like a heel because she didn't actually care about Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Like she just
She's so
was saying
stiff.
these things to say these things. But I was also wondering if that was the second take that they did it, maybe, because it looked like she had already been like pushed in the face.
Oh,
once.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But
Like her-
that's
her
even
lip
worse
sync, yeah.
though because she had time to practice it. She doesn't know how to deliver lines. She can act natural on the show.
I think that they're great sometimes. And this was just an example. It was a bad.
They tend to be better as heels when they're delivering lines
Yeah.
because then they know how to be sassy.
They're naturally better heels, but what I don't understand is last night Brie blatantly cheats to help Nikki beat Naomi,
Right.
And they've been these mean girls for months and months and months now, and all of a sudden, now we're supposed to be like, oh,
But is it a turn though, or is it just her trying to be real and addressing her husband's issue?
sounds like a turn to me. Although then again, Brie didn't even come out to her own music. I don't know what's going on with them,
She hasn't come out to Brie mode since they got back together.
Yeah.
which is weird because that was her music, her babyface music, if you will. So I don't know.
I think the downfall was when they didn't acknowledge Brie and Nikki like making amends after
Yeah,
the
they-
whole assistant thing.
It's just been confusing since that moment, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
and it's like
we're not sure
Which
how to feel.
I like both of them. I think they're
do.
great characters. They've
it's just for me,
Nikki
it's
better,
like
but yeah.
I just don't like, and maybe I'm old school. I don't like just a heel turn or a face turn just because. I want to have a reason behind it so people can get invested.
But I mean, haven't we been talking about how there's this gray area between heels and faces for the guys? So is that not the same? Is that not applicable to
No,
females?
there's a gray area, but there doesn't have to be in the case of the Bellas. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like Naomi. Yes, she's doing all of these.
Oh, Naomi-
heel
no,
things.
she's a heel, flat
yeah,
out
but
now.
she's doing all these heel things. But I'm still like I'm behind her as a fan because
Mm-hmm.
I want her to win, even though she's technically a heel.
Oh, she is now for sure. Yeah.
And what she's saying is understandable. Like it's a heel turn with motivation, so you're so
Yeah.
into it.
It's just weird though. I guess there's no. There's no babyface divas on the roster right now. I guess. I mean, that would now be a perfect time to bring up someone from NXT who could.
Yes.
You know. It's just
Is
crazy
Natty
to me.
even wrestling still? I don't watch SmackDown that much, but
Not so. I mean, a little bit, but she's more involved with Kid and Cesaro. But to me, it's just.
because she was
I
another
don't-
face that turned heel, basically.
You know, and I'm not a complainer. I'm Mr. Positive. I get criticized for being too positive. But for me, if you're going to have a change, have a reason behind it. And I feel like
Naomi had a reason behind her change.
exactly the Bellas is just like, wait, what are we supposed to believe now? And that all that does is confuse people and keeps us less invested.
Yeah.
And when
me-
the Bellas come out smiling and all happy, I'm like, what the
To
hell?
me, they are the mean girls at the top that still are delusional and think that they should have everyone's sympathy. Like, they're the popular girls that, like, think that everyone loves them.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. That's their character.
But the thing is, they need to deliver better promos.
it was
to pull
just
that
this
off.
one was, a little rough.
Yeah, especially when it's something that's like about her husband being able not
when
to
it's the
do his
reality
passion.
era and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, my husband is injured.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he loves the fans, and the fans love him. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, wife.
On the bright side, Brie Bella versus Naomi, really good match.
Yeah, it
Last
was a
night,
great
Naomi,
match.
Nikki, awesome match.
Yeah.
Tonight was good too. Brie attacks right away. Naomi gets a cheap shot in. Really good bulldog in the corner. They almost knock each other out, doing almost like a double style bulldog. Brie drop kick off the second rope. Naomi gets a roll up for the win. Pulls the hair, and you mentioned Kathy pulls the
Her headband
Yeah.
over her eyes,
Real
which was
subtle.
it's such a subtle move, but it was so cool. And I wish Brie hadn't pulled it back up right away.
Yeah.
I don't know why she did that, but it was kind of like, oh
She's
yeah,
like, you're not messing up my makeup twice in one night.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought this match was great, and this really is still a outcome of the give divas a chance. Like, we're still seeing these ladies get really nice matches now. Like, they are getting. Okay, we only had one divas match tonight, but
Yeah.
it was one that was substantial,
We didn't
and I
have
can
12
walk
girls
away.
in the ring for.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I really am so happy that this is actually happening and on Raw.
What are the things that we've had in the past?
Well,
what's
they had
the
a battle royal
chairs
for
where-
the
musical chairs.
musical chairs. They had the
Really?
battle royal when they're all in Halloween costumes for the freaking #1 contender.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that wasn't even that long ago.
Great
am
match,
just
though.
Freaking huge fan of Naomi's new entrance.
Yes.
Gear,
Everything about her.
style, everything.
This attitude, even she took her
Jumping
and threw her
over
into the corner.
top rope with
Yeah.
the splits, like that's so freaking cool.
And I love the attitude. She has like almost like a Michael Jordan attitude. Like, I think I'm the best.
bring it.
Try to beat me, and she
Yeah.
can bring it.
When she ran her into the corner, she sat on like the middle rope and was like, "What?
Yeah.
What?" And I just think that's so great.
Real good.
I feel like this industry, like no one really like deserves anything, but she deserves the women's title, the Divas title.
I hope they really make it a monumental thing to like have it be like at SummerSlam or so, like something that is.
I want it now.
I mean, I'll take it now at a pay-per-view or something. I'm just saying I really want it to be a significant
Just like
win.
tomorrow on SmackDown, like yesterday should happen.
Yesterday, I did actually vote for Naomi yesterday
You voted for.
in the predictions thing. Yeah.
It's funny. People in a chat roll a lot of people are saying that they think Naomi is trying to steal Sasha Banks' gimmick. No.
What?
Everyone knows Sasha Banks. If Sasha
a
Banks
boss.
was right,
Yeah.
if Sasha Banks, now this has happened for
Sasha's
years
ratchet.
and years and years. Exactly. Like people that aren't on TV getting their gimmicks stolen, but she's been on TV for so long. Everyone knows Sasha Banks. She's got 6 figures Twitter followers. She's not stealing her thing. Everyone knows her. If anything, they could be a battle whenever she does come up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sasha's is so much different.
Her
I don't
vibe is totally different.
know why you're equating the two.
Yeah. Well, a lot of
Other
people are
than
saying that.
being
I just
both
want to.
very talented
Yeah.
and
You think Sasha could be the next to come up? I'm surprised we didn't see a woman already.
Sasha,
think we need to. We need someone.
Charlotte, Bailey,
Yeah.
any of those.
We definitely need someone coming up,
I'd love that.
in my opinion. Let's see. Dean Ambrose, he's taking on Sheamus in the King of the Ring tournament. Dean says...
Sheamus. I think it's
Sheamus.
Sheamus. There you go.
Sheamus.
There it is.
There it is. Ambrose is my favorite rules that of anyone who would be king. He says, if I were king, I would ban all tariffs on ale, ban pop country, and all legal disputes would be settled with street fights. Who
No
wouldn't be
Taylor
on board?
Swift?
Is that pop country? Yeah, I guess it is.
I mean,
Got to shake it off, Cathy.
I think it's just pop at this point.
Nope.
TBH.
And then Sheamus just says a bunch of stuff. I don't really. He already.
walk away, fella.
Yeah. I already won.
That's more B&B.
But what I love about
That's
these
true.
two, these guys are stiff. I mean,
Lord.
like
Like
just
stiff guys?
Yeah, you like stiff guys, huh? Yeah, you like the guys they work stiff.
Hey, you know,
Hey, like
get a boopy.
That's a subtle
Speaking
yes.
of boopy.
Speaking of boopy means yes.
I'm trying to say I enjoyed the match. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go, Dale.
Don't throw me under the stiff bus.
Ambrose sends him to the outside. You know, Sheamus in control virtually for almost the entire match. Ambrose does get that clothesline in off the ropes. And then Sheamus locks in the cloverleaf, tosses him on the announce table, bro kick to the outside. Then Ziggler attacks Sheamus, and Sheamus wins. And then, of course, Dean Ambrose is livid. So this tells me, if things are making sense, which they don't always do, Ambrose is going to be looking for Ziggler.
Yeah, and that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be a great
But then
match.
again, this Ziggler Sheamus thing isn't over. So what
No.
the hell?
I mean, I think Ziggler could mess up Sheamus next go round. You know what I mean? Like maybe he realizes that he messed up and wanted to, you know, mess with him this time, but he'll get him tomorrow, and then we can see that feud continue. I mean, Sheamus isn't gonna. I don't think Sheamus is gonna make it to the end of
You
the
don't
King
think?
of the Ring.
Yeah, who's he taking on? Neville?
Yeah. So I think we could see Neville Barrett in the final.
That would be amazing. Although we just saw it last night.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
What happened?
What's going on in the phone? Are we getting some info?
little Hall of Famer news.
Oh, wow. Verne Gagne has passed away at the age of 89.
Yeah.
Oh, condolences to him and his entire family. Wrestling legend.
Yeah.
The business would not be the same without him. So many amazing wrestlers worked for him over the years, trained with him, and yeah, rest in peace, Verne Gagne. So yeah, in honor of him, we're just going to keep talking about what we love, which is wrestling.
Amen,
so let's
brother.
get into it. So yeah, Ziggler attacking Sheamus. It was
Ziggler
very weird.
flew in there. Did you see the velocity Ziggler came in down that ramp? That was like he got catapulted.
That's what I love about Sheamus, dude. He's not afraid to get hit.
Oh man.
Neither is Ambrose, clearly.
And every time Sheamus gets hit, you can see wherever it actually landed on his body.
Right there,
yow.
and there, and there, and there.
If you saw him out at the beach but didn't know he was a wrestler, you'd be like, "What? I'm calling the abuse hotline. Someone is hurting you."
I don't think you're going to see him at the beach.
That's true.
Fella.
You can wear a lot of sunscreen.
You wouldn't see him at the beach because he blended in the sand. Have you ever seen that
Hey.
meme of the Irish girl sunbathing? Because it's pretty great.
Probably.
He loves Irish girls.
Who doesn't?
Show you.
I do.
It's pretty
I
great.
don't know.
Okay, well, you're putting it out there.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I do love Irish girls. Who doesn't? They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good bunch of good gals.
Yeah.
Stereotyping.
Yeah. Anyway, Sheamus wins. I found that I thought Ziggler was going to cost Sheamus the match. The exact opposite happened. Next, we have the return of Damien Sandow, which I'm very, very excited for. I don't know what to feel after this segment here in the ring. What am I missing?
It's the Irish
a
girl
meme.
sunbathing meme.
Oh my God.
Look it up if you have Google.
Google that.
Everyone has Google.
That was weird.
Irish
if
girl
you have Google.
sunbathing.
So Sandow hits the ring, and he talks about how he was told he wasn't entertaining enough after being the intellectual savior to the masses. So he calls back to Damien Sandhart, Magneto, LeBron James, Mr. McMahon. And of course, we can't forget about when he wore the flesh-colored onesie,
Oh yeah.
whatever that was
Or
called.
Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
Davy Crockett.
He didn't really bring up Rhodes Scholars, though. That was a huge part of his life.
Well,
I think that was pre
Pre-gimmick.
not being entertaining, I guess.
Exactly.
Right.
And he
'Cause
did talk
all that stuff after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he talked about how Damien Mizdow, got him respect, and people say I'm not paying attention on chat. I can't pay. I'm trying to host a show. I can't do every.
Multitasking is difficult.
I can't read
for
the
Johnny.
entire show, Emmanuel Dominguez. Give me a break. I don't even know what I'm not paying attention to. Anyways, he said though it helped him gain respect in the WWE universe. And where does he go from here? That's when Axelmania runs wild. What do you think about this little segment we had here? Obviously, Axelmania. I did enjoy this. He goes, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's a guy who doesn't know who he is and tries to be someone else. And Sandow mocks him for a while.
Yeah. The mocking was great.
Yeah, the crowd was super into it, so that's good. I don't know. I mean,
Payback.
is this what I want him to do? I don't know. I'm on the fence about it.
I
Just make
think
fun of
that
everyone?
to me, it seems like he has a lot more confidence than he did with the gimmick, even though I liked him coming out with a different thing every single week. But I don't want him to mock people every single week.
No,
either.
that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want it to be like a...
I just want him to be Damien Sandow, and us respect that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to figure out something. I got nervous when he was holding the mic, like the wine glass hold, and I was like, oh no, he's going to go back to the... But then he was just being silly.
This is him being him. And the question, I mean, you know, I liked he hit the elbow disdain, hits the leg drop, but the question is, where does Sandow go from here? And I don't know if there was a direct plan.
Didn't seem like it, but the crowd is into him, so...
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
He commands attention.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do.
He does. It was weird, though. We've never really seen Damien Sandow as a flat-out, obvious babyface. Like, even with Mizdow, he technically was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are going to be behind him regardless, especially after what he said about, you know, talked about tonight. I don't know. It's going to be...
We've never seen him be him in a ring. You know,
yeah.
He's always been somebody else for the most part.
I'm interested in that. Yeah. I mean, I feel like him as the intellectual savior was somewhat his personality.
See, I thought that was a good gimmick. I wonder if that's what they said wasn't entertaining enough, was him as the savior,
thought that was pretty
or what?
entertaining.
I thought that was great.
Yeah.
So, I always like when they give you the backstage notes that they got. Like, it always feels like, oh, I should know.
Well, he said that, and I was like, oh, you just said the backstage notes, and then he called out the fans, so I think that's what it was.
Oh, you think he was saying...
He wasn't saying, like, backstage I was not entertaining enough. It was you guys saying I wasn't entertaining enough.
Interesting. I took it the other way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it was nice for him to...
We love Sandow. It'll be fun to see what his first feud is and how that goes. Moving on, Bray Wyatt. He's back in the darkness. He says, I can see right through you, caveman. You're transparent.
Whoa.
I know what motivates you and what scares you. What you saw tonight was just the beginning. Run.
When he's talking about transparent people, I thought he was talking about Sheamus.
Right. Or the girl sunbathing.
Yep. Irish girl
I didn't even know you did a Bray Wyatt impression.
I had to do it just because you're here. Yeah, so we know he's talking about Ryback now. We already mentioned about we don't know where it's going to go, but we will see. Neville versus Luke Harper in the final first-round King of the Ring match. Harper tosses him around for a big part of the match, hits a sweet power bomb, but then Neville counters with a power bomb off the top rope. Doesn't pin, sets him up for the red arrow, gets the win. This was fun.
I think this could have been match of the night for me.
I mean, Neville doesn't have to do anything other than the red arrow, and he will be, like, on the main roster forever.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be willing to even say, you know, Brie and Naomi challenge for match of the night, but anything with Neville is always going to be match of the night.
No, I like that match too. I'm
just saying it was good.
No, that's not where I thought you were going with that. I was like, wait, where are you going? Like, are you equating Brie and Naomi to Neville?
Harper.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
No, I got, at the end of it, I got where you were going, but yeah.
Neville could have match of the night any night.
He's incredible.
The only thing that I worry about with Neville is the fact, I mean, we've had guys that have awesome finishers before.
Did he get injured at the end?
I
It
don't
looked
know.
like the ref was checking on him. His elbow was a little bit scraped.
They were having a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
That's not good.
But then he seemed, they cut to him afterwards and he was doing his pose, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't need any speed bumps right now because his road is so good.
On the up.
Yeah, so let's see what's happening.
Yeah.
We'll know in 10 minutes on Twitter.
Yeah. Are you just reading chat roll now exclusively? Is that
No,
what you're doing? So
I'm
you're not
reminding
hosting the
everyone-
show
Oh,
You're
anymore?
not going to host the
No,
show?
I'm reminding everyone to hit the
Wow.
thumbs up and all that, you know, all that good stuff. Just trying to put us out there, guys.
No, that's fine. I mean,
No, what they should do. They should
What?
tell a friend because we do this every week for free. And
Yeah. We ain't making
love
no money.
If people could go to iTunes,
Yep.
rate, subscribe,
Yep.
comment,
Follow us on Twitter.
5 stars. Follow us on Twitter.
I came for the water.
Boom.
Free water, AfterBuzz TV.
Don't follow Dale because he's going all the way to DC.
And he
You want
might.
to see pictures of the White House?
And-
Follow me at The Walking Dead.
You want to see Dale try to climb the fence? Follow him on Twitter at TheWalkingDale. He'll periscope the whole thing.
I could make it. They just let anybody in the White House nowadays.
Right? I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you get your own little helicopter. See what happens.
I mean, I'm the predictions champ. I'm sure I can give that
You
at the door.
can trade in that title for a
I'm
helicopter.
surprised you weren't invited to the White House Correspondence Dinner.
Maybe they have
Being
my
the
new address. I haven't
predictions.
even checked that mailbox yet.
Mr. Invitation.
I'll let you know.
Well, let's get to the main event. Kane and Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. Kane and Rollins in control for most of it. Matter of fact, Roman just getting beat up 2 nights in a row. Props to him once again.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him tag in. Finally, a miscommunication. Then a Superman punch to Joey Mercury, but Rollins sends him to the outside. DDT from Randy Orton. Goes for the RKO instead of roll up and a kick out. Rollins goes for the second rope, kind of takes out Kane. Almost lands on the announcer's table.
That was nerve-wracking, that particular 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't quite tell if he did. We had to rewind it just to...
Intentionally
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah, for sure. Anything Rollins does generally looks great, but it was almost like Kane was like, I'm going to dive out of the way. Oh, wait, whoops.
Was that my spot? Sorry.
But Kane flips out at that point because Rollins did hit him. Just
Cannot touch this.
just socks Rollins one. I think he throws around everyone. J&J.
Oh, yeah. He's just angry.
I love it, man. Kane just beating people up.
Yeah.
Throwing them all over the place. Then he sends Rollins in the ring. Randy Orton hits the RKO for the big W. But the answer we're all waiting for. Who's the opponent at Payback? 78%. It's going to be a triple threat.
Nice.
Thoughts? Start with you, Cathy.
Gonna be triple threat match.
That's really true. Yeah, that's
That was-
good
yeah.
job. Yeah.
That was my impression. Yeah. You guys always do that.
What?
It's gonna be. That's what she said.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. You're
yeah.
doing the titty.
She said, yeah.
It's going to be
You
a
are
triple
trying to
threat match.
periscope.
I'm not periscoping.
You cannot multitask at all. You're
do I
not
get
allowed
more
to
hearts?
do anything.
I know how to multitask. I'm trying to do 9 things. I'm wearing a vest, for God's sake.
He thinks he knows how to multitask.
You just said, I know how to multitask. I'm trying to do 9 things. But you're only doing 1 at a time, which is not multitasking.
Dale, your thoughts on this? You're going to get your payback. Your thoughts on the triple threat match?
Great, love it. I think it's. I mean, I'm surprised Reigns. Pardon me. I'm surprised Reigns wasn't in the title picture for Extreme Rules.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm surprised Reigns is back in the title picture already.
Really?
Yeah.
He's going to be champ this year.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
See, I thought he was a great match for Brock Lesnar physically.
Yeah.
But it didn't surprise me that he was out of it for Extreme Rules. And I'm a little surprised to see him back in already. Because I like the direction that Roman's going. He's the guy that's just he's a bruiser. He's willing to do whatever it takes. The dude has no fear. He's getting his ass kicked at these pay-per-views. That's how he's going to build the credibility with the fans. Where if you notice, they're not booing nearly as much.
They were really actually into him tonight.
Yeah.
But
I'm kind of surprised at how quickly they're setting up the card for Payback. Like, I know that
They only
it's
got 3
weeks
weeks.
away, but still, like, the time frame between the 2 pay-per-views is just so quick.
it's a little dizzying sometimes when they do
Yeah.
these so tight together. But now that we have the network, I don't have a lot to complain about.
Right.
Before I'd be like, I need my money, but now I'm like, well, okay, I'll take some more entertainment.
It's only $9.99.
No.
But putting guys in 3 ways, I mean, that's Seth Rollins with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. I mean, that was kind of the moment that he really, to me, solidified himself as a main eventer. And so I think these kind of situations need to happen for Reigns. They can drag him out or just place them every so often. It doesn't have to be like he is in the title picture.
Yeah.
But I do see him before the year's over being champ, unless they keep it on Rollins for a while.
I would say
I think they have to.
keep
Gotta
it on
keep it on.
Rollins for
As long as
yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Not the entire year, but
Yeah.
going into.
It's just hard. He's using a lot of like chicken.
That's what he has to
Stuff,
do, though.
so
He's a
it's hard to-
dastardly heel. I want to see it
But
get
when he
more and
doesn't
more
have-
smarmy.
When he doesn't have Kane and
Yeah.
when J&J aren't cutting it,
Yeah.
who's going to help him keep the title?
That's when he's going to have to show that he's really worthy.
I would love
Story
to see
arc.
Rollins and Triple H go at it at some point.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think that would be great.
Yeah. And this is going to be fun. You have 2 members of the Shield with Randy Orton. And the first couple pay-per-views after WrestleMania are generally not the bigger ones.
Right.
So-
Everybody's recovering.
I mean, I forgot who pointed it out to us on Twitter last night, but the 3 members of the Shield won their matches last night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just further proof that they are the future
Of
of
course.
the company.
So many good people. I mean, look at Neville. Whew.
Look at everyone coming from NXT.
It is true. Rusev.
Where else are they going to come from? They have to come from NXT. I mean, they're not going to bring
Well,
someone
now,
in the...
but-
Yeah,
It's just nice to
Before
see
that's
the
not
young
happening.
guys doing their thing.
sure.
It's very exciting.
Well, don't forget though, it's not like now Roman Reigns born and bred NXT FCW, but like Ambrose was elsewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Rollins was elsewhere.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen more of Hideo Itami on the main roster, considering that he was
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that was just the moment to have him in there for like international.
Yeah,
appeal.
I mean, this time of year, it's you have a lot of good opportunities to bring people up, but you just want to make sure you do it correctly. You want to make sure you have a 6-month plan if you're going to bring someone up, and not just do it for the hell of it.
Neville was correct thus far.
Yeah. Well, Neville's one guy you don't necessarily need a plan because he's an attraction.
Yeah. I mean, he just moves so well in the ring that you don't even have to develop his character. You just put him out there, and he makes it great.
Exactly. But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw tonight. Then, of course, Roman Reigns hits the spear on Rollins to close out the show. So we already know the main events. We already know John Cena versus Rusev for Payback, which is occurring in
Baltimore,
than 3
weeks. Yep.
Damn, that's soon.
That's right by DC, so I might have to go.
You're going.
What?
Yeah.
You're going.
I have
Can
to
I
just
come visit?
travel on up. Yeah, come on up.
Okay.
Hopefully the riots are over by then.
Become a media. Yeah.
It's not looking pretty right now.
Yeah, God bless everyone in Baltimore. That is
Yeah.
a sad situation right now.
It is very sad.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching and joining in. Let's put ourselves over, and Cathy, I'll start with you, and then of course Dale.
You can find me crying into a tub of ice cream. And on Twitter at Catherine Kelley.
That sounds
on
more like a
Instagram
Periscope activity.
At Cathy Kelley. On Periscope. And on Snapchat.
Yep.
And on the NXT After Show.
NXT After Show as well. Find me on Twitter at jquasto. If you're in Pittsburgh, I'm going to be at the Pittsburgh Improv May 13th headlining, and then I'll be there the whole weekend. So I'd love to see you on the 13th. I could really use the support. So hit me up on social media. But that's not important.
Pittsburgh, not that far from DC.
Very much so.
I mean, considering LA.
We should hang out.
Let's hang out.
All right.
I'll come see you. You better make me laugh or something. No.
Nope. And well, Dale, you are the predictions champion, and this is your final. I mean, you're going to be back on the show again. There's going to be a point where you're in LA and you're going to come in.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
This is the end of a really fun era. I mean, you and I.
It's the end of the Dale era.
Wouldn't be the show without weird puns from Cathy Kelley.
But yeah. Anyway, put yourself over, and then I'll say my thing.
You can follow me all the way to Washington D.C. At The Walking Dale on Instagram and Twitter, and it's been great. I mean, this has been. I didn't really know much about hosting before I came here, so it's been really awesome to be a part of AfterBuzz. And
You're a natural.
I wouldn't have made it without you two. This has been such an awesome experience. Like, I don't know.
I'm so glad I met you.
I know. This has been better than anything I could have imagined.
Yeah.
I didn't know what this world was like, but with you guys, it was just like hanging out with buddies every week. So
It really
That's all I
is.
needed.
It's almost like hanging out with buddies.
it's like almost like having real friends.
It's crazy.
here.
It's crazy because very funny. Someone mentioned chat roll that you're putting the title in abeyance. Remember that word?
Oh,
That was well done, AJ.
Abeyance.
But no, I mean, you and I came in the same exact night just because you knew Maria, and when Katz left to go to NXT.
Because I double booked you guys.
Yeah, Cathy double booked us, and we hit it off from the word go. And in the last 2 years, there's not one person I've talked to in my life more than you, because this
You don't have a
show,
girlfriend?
Wrestling and Podrex, yeah, I'm incredibly lonely. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have much of a life. Yeah. So you've been stuck talking to me more than anyone I've known in the last 2 years, and it's been amazing. I'm grateful for it, and you're a natural at hosting, and I think God, we get a lot of laughs in, man. And it's been so much fun.
It's been awesome.
I don't want to end the show. I'm just gonna
Well,
I don't want to really look on the camera.
Aw.
I don't know.
I love you guys.
Just
Yeah.
if you can close out the
Cathy.
show, Dale, that'd be great.
Oh, it's just been great. And Johnny.
I don't want to.
Oh! Thanks, everybody.
No crying in wrestling.
There's no crying in wrestling.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.